cracking, mi gente? You guys already know this. Your boy D once again coming to you guys, ready to drop some love and a little bit of knowledge. Well, here I am once again dropping another banger. I know this video, a lot of people react to it. It was the talk of the week for a couple days. A lot of content creators did it. I wanted to do my take, but I wanted to do it in a manner where it was a little bit died down already and it didn't create that much hostility. I know maybe after what I say, I got it to say about this reaction. Some homies might get butthurt, might get mad. Some homies might even go to the stream and saying, "Oh, you backing up the North, the homie." Ooh. But please hear me out and keep an open mind on what I have to say regarding bands going over there to Bolden Park and doing the diss track regarding Lefty Gunplay. So like I said, just keep an open mind and just hear me out. Don't be quick to chop me down. Just hear me out. You don't have to agree with me. You can disagree, but just at least listen with an open mind. As you guys know, I'm gonna be discussing. I'm gonna be reacting to the diss track the bands from the Rose did against Lefty Gunplay. With that being said, don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And this channel or the other channel, share. Let everybody know we got a live coming up. Let's get it. If you guys got any question, please leave it in the comment. Let's get the conversation going. I will answer any question, any doubt you have in mind. With that being said, let's get into this topic, man. So apparently everybody's mad because bands went up to Bolden Park and did a diss track regarding Lefty Gunplay. To me, and I will keep it real, this no disrespect to the guy. I don't know him, I never interact with him. But I heard some of his music and I think he could have done better. The song was trash. Lyrically speaking, the song was trash. But he didn't do it as a song. He did it as a comic thing, like a comedian thing. So if that was the aim, he was doing it, making fun of him, doing it as a comedian, then he did a great job. He got the points across. He did what he did. Now, there's a lot of things that everybody keeps saying, well, he disrespected his jefita, that's no good. For a lot of people that grew up in those generations or with older homeboys that thought us mom, jefitas, family, kids, and everybody is off limits, we can feel some type of way regarding that comment about him having sex with the dude's jefita. But now hear me out. And like I said, please don't hang me. Lefty Gunplay went on a podcast and said that his jefita didn't like Northerners. Now, why would you even expose your jefita like that, in that manner? Whether she like Northerners or not, it's not something that's smart to say or do, to just put it out there in the world because you're making it like she's backing up the stupid stuff you're saying. And by I mean that, I said Lefty Gunplay brought this up in himself. He didn't have no business whatsoever dissing the Northerners, dissing the rappers, because he started respecting them and their whole faction. Mind you, keep this in mind. Bands never disrespect the factions. Bands never disrespect the double S. Not one day he said F the Sureños. Not one day he said F the Mexican Mafia. Not one day he said fuck all the Southerners down here. Never. Not once. Not once. He went at Lefty Gunplay. He made fun of him as a person and as a character and as a rapper. He didn't attack him as a Sureño. He never did. Not once. You might not like what I'm saying, but it's the pure, honest truth. Now, do I agree with him including his jefita on this diss track? Nah, you know why? Because when we hear his mother doesn't like Northerners and you're talking about having sex with his mom, to me it lands like she's not gonna lay down with somebody that her son having a problem with. So that means that you're gonna have to take it. Some people say you're reaching. And some people might say that this is a comment that somebody said. I agree with Dubs on that part. I agree with Dubs on that assessment when he said, if you're talking to a bunch of killers around it and you saying that the person doesn't like your enemy, but you say I'm gonna have sex with her, she doesn't like y'all. So the only way you can gonna have to get sex with her is if you take it. That's our stuff. That's how it landed with me, at least. And I can agree with them. And even though I don't know him, I don't like sometimes the way he perpetrates himself to be. That he's still pushing. That he's still big old cholo active. But he made a good point. Now let me say this: everybody jumped on Lefty Gunplay wagon talking about, oh, that fool's disrespectful. That fool should have never done that. La la la. But we also gotta look at the character he had built himself around. He goes to podcasts high as hell that you can tell he's high, and nobody had the nerves to pull him to the side. What about all these people he got around him, all his older homeboys? Nobody can tell him, like, hey, little homie, you fucking up, man. You messing up, bro. You looking way too twicked out on this podcast. You messing up the bag. You tripping, bro. Nobody had pulled him to the side and tell him that. That means they don't care for him. They don't love him. But all of a sudden, somebody does a diss track on the neighborhood. Now every single Southerner want to jump up there and say, oh, woo, 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 woo. Come on, man. Let's keep it real. If you like the person, if you have some type of respect for the individual, when he messed up, put him to the side as well. Because when Lefty Gunplay, he said he did time in the level 4 yard, I guarantee you, and this is me speaking because I've been to those yards. I guarantee you not once that he said inside F the Norte, F the NF, F all these fools. Not once. He jumped in the beef because him and Chito Rana were cool. Chito Rana got the respect about his brother with Rico's too smooth, and then they started shooting, taking shots. Then he took a shot at Lacy. Lacy did the whole thing, but Lacy never did respect the individuals. He never went up there to the podcast of No Jumper and respect the Southerner. He went up there on a business tip. He did what he was supposed to do, and then he got out of there. When Vance went in there, he went in the same tip as a business. But people want to say, oh, the Norteños are taking over LA. Just because you go and do business trip? There's Southern rappers that have come up north to do business. That doesn't mean LA's taking over up north. We can be that ignorant, man. We cannot be that ignorant to just go and smash on people just because we feel like, yeah, I understand that the North and the South would never be peace treated, but he's from LA, 1,000 miles away with the North. He never been in the trenches with upstate Sureños. He never come up here and look out for homies that are trying to become rappers and say, you know what, you from upstate G, check it out, I'm a homie, I'm doing good, I'm going to pull you up. He never done nothing for them. He never had come up here and said, you know what, fool, I got you. But guess what? He created this hostile environment now. And then you got the other dummy, Bosa, talking about blue team's all mine. There's no Norteños coming. We bump on you guys' helmets. So you telling me these dudes go to Disney World with their family, you guys are going to smash them in front of their families. So everything is fair play now just because he said something about his mom. You guys are going to lower yourself to that standard as well? Is that what we come to? And this is where I'm going. None of these guys are taking shots at the Northerners when they kick off, when they break off at war, because there's going to be consequence to those actions. Maybe Lefty Gunplay does not feel the pressure is going to come and do something stupid. What doesn't give that doesn't mean no setup for them to come and trying to do something like that to their barrio and they smoke the dude. Knock on wood, it doesn't happen because he's still young. I don't wish no harm on nobody, but what gives that it doesn't pop off and out waters right now the Bozo's gonna come? The Northern is there with the business, yeah, but guess what? Bozo said, oh, I've stayed homies, they don't really have like that because they letting the Northerners step all over, la la la. Now they couldn't keep the borderline secure, now these fools are coming over here, la la la. He talked down on the homies from upstate. Now all of a sudden, who you reaching out to have your back when you coming up here to do a concert? Homies from upstate. There's a lot of homies from down south that don't like upstate, and that's a pure fact. You guys can tell me, oh no, not all of them, there's some of it that doesn't like homies from upstate, but when they come down this way, who do they call to have their back? And this is what I'm getting at. If this war kicked off because of those two individuals throwing shots back at each other, Lefty putting his nose where he doesn't belong, guess who's gonna be the frontliners, man? The little homies from upstate are gonna be out here going to war with the others. They're gonna be over there in LA kicking back, just getting the back and getting fat. They're not gonna come down here with one of the little homies, knock on wood, doesn't happen, get smoked, let's say. They're not gonna come down here and be like to his jefita, ¿sabe qué, señor? Aquí le va. Here it goes, jefita. Take care of him, bear him the proper way. He goes a little feria, nothing. Because this doesn't happen when the homies go to jail, out of sight, out of mind. So you think Lefty Gunplay creates a war, he's gonna come down here to back the homies up? No, he's not. That's when his manager and his big homies are gonna be like, nah, fool, you can't go down there. But they couldn't be smart enough to pull him to the side and tell him that he's messing up. The moment he came on the internet saying, F the Norte, F the NF, F all them faction, F them dudes up there, there should have been an older head dude ready to put him to the side. But bro, what are you doing? You're a rapper, keep rapping. You did your time, you came home, you're all about the bag now, then focus on that. Because you don't got no beef whatsoever with these guys because you never run across them. And prison is beef, but you went into prison when everything was peaceful. You haven't been to the battles like I have. You haven't been frontlining this war like I have and a bunch of other homeboys up here. And you wasn't talking that F them when you were in the yard because they would have smashed on you quick like this. And let me tell you something. When I had landed in the hole, sunsets in the tier, there's nothing but whites, blacks, and northerners. And guess who had to take care of me when I had landed there? Them dudes. Because they keep it respectful. They know what it is. They know what time is it. There ain't nothing enough to be said, homie. The doors pop, we know what time is it. When we close to each other and the close proximity, then we show how we get down. But don't be woofing over the internet. You created this whole F thing, F them, and now all of a sudden, homies are getting butthurt because the dude, yeah, he was out of pocket for mentioning Jefita. I cannot agree with that because I was raised that Jefitas, children, women's are off limit. That's the way I was raised. But he did it on a comedian way. Was it right? I don't think so. But he did it in a comedian. But peep this out. Bands not once said F the S, the S, F the Sur, F them OGs. He not once disrespecting them. There's a lot of people from LA that don't like Lefty Gunplay the way he gets down. His whole demeanor creates problems. But Dachi just came out and said he doesn't represent LA. We don't claim him. His own people from SGB has said we don't represent him. He doesn't represent SGB. He don't speak for SGB. That goes to show you how good he is on his neighborhood. But nobody had the mind to pull him up when he was doing the interview with Capone News. And he started saying, oh, shout out to Dubs, man. I fuck with Dubs. Me and my homeboys watch. You post yourself up like that. You think the people that you messing with or the OGs inside they see the video, they're not going to get on your helmet and you giving shout outs to dropouts? And I want to say something. People use that word dropout loosely around here. Loosely. Everybody's a dropout. Everybody's basura. Nah, man, that's not how the games play. It was explained to me and it was broken down to me by the powers to be when I was in the base shoe. Because I asked him, hey, why do everybody say dropout? He said, unless you belong to one of the big fours and you dropped out and you debrief, you came out and said, I'm done and debrief, that's a dropout because you're dropping out an organization. Out of the gang, people in LA, they have jump outs. So if somebody jumps out of the neighborhood, wouldn't that be a dropout? Oh no, he's still good. He's still good. He just jumped out. When it would be for somebody in the neighborhood, they can accept him. They can take him back. You jump to a gang, they get jumped out and go to another gang and start banging the gang. You'd be good, but that's not a dropout. How does that make sense? You hang this flag and went picked up this flag. So you drop this flag, so you a dropout. They use that word too loosely. So if a homie hangs his glove, either because he got pencil whooping politics, dirty politics exists, and I seen a lot of good homeboys, homies, soldados, razas, mexicas go to waste behind dirty politics. I seen them myself. It almost happened to me. Some people hang the glove because they're tired of it. They're 75 years old, they're 65 years old, and they're still trying to put in work because you got some lazy bums like Lefty Gunplay think he's a big old badass, but when they put that piece in his hands, he start, I gotta go home, stuttering. I seen that, homie. They come here all of a sudden. I was in the level 4G. You paying the piper, homie. That's why you're allowed to walk around like that. Come on, let's be real, man. Then you got the other clown dude talking about blue teams on mine. Nobody coming. Ooh, enough said. Come on, homie. You guys are not gonna come down here in front line of war. I know that for a fact. Neither is Lefty Gunplay. Neither is gonna be Chito Ranas. Neither is gonna be Bozo. All those dudes they're talking about, oh, F the North, all that. They're not gonna come in here and front line of war like we had done for years and decades. The dude Vance never disrespect the Sur. He clowned a person. Lefty Gunplay. Half of the stuff he said was true. Everybody can tell he's tweaked out. He's on a pipa. He's going to universe tweaked out. He said he's the baddest rapper in LA. I heard one song, I didn't like it. Lyrically speaking, I don't consider him the best, and I don't even listen to Chicano rap, but I don't consider him the Chicano rap. People gonna be, you just don't like the homies for down south. No, I fuck with a lot of homies down south. My gang started down south. But that doesn't mean I have to agree with everything they do. If you can come over here up North California, homie, and stand on your 2 feet and back what you're speaking, then I tip my hat off to you, dog. But don't send little youngsters to get killed behind your mouth and you're nowhere to be found. At least have audacity if you get a little homie killed to go to the jefita and give him some feria for the funeral or something else. Look out. Or if you get a homie busted because these fools are going to guerra with the Northern behind your boca. Behind your big ass jetas. A lot of people are going to be saying, oh, you backing up the North, homie. You. It's not backing up the North. I'm not taking no sides. I'm not supporting Lefty. I'm not supporting Vance. What I'm saying is pure facts, man. The dude never disrespected the Sur. He never disrespected the homies from LA. He never disrespected nothing. He disrespected a man, a character from the barrio. Yeah, he did it in Bowling Park, but then let's go to speak the facts. Where were the homies from Bowling Park? Not all of them were on tour with Lefty. So where were these so-called killers from Bowling Park and they couldn't stop it when they were recording this? Now, we don't know if the dude had police or security. Yeah, we don't know that. We need behind the scenes stuff. But regardless if it done, when they would record the video, somebody would have caught footage of the Southerners trying to push up on them dudes. Because people always recording. There would have been footage posted already. And there haven't been none. Now, all of a sudden, the Norteños are taking over LA. They're doing business. Big Tom went out there to do business, to trying to do some collateral damage. Because, yeah, maybe with this issue that Vance made and messed up work-wise, the relationship that they could have going down there. Because now they're going to be on point trying to prove a point for Lefty. Because that do respect the homies from down south. So it could get ugly. They have Big Tone out there trying to do some collateral damage, trying to do this thing. He went out there respectfully. But I don't think it is that deep. He went out there and clowned one person. They had done it to the Northerners. You didn't see all Northerners coming, oh, well, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Nah, man. Just the way you guys love Lefty Gunplay, then pull him up and give him a pull up if you're a real homie when he's messing up. Him giving shout outs to drop to Dubs. like I said, I don't got nothing against. I don't know him, but the dude is a debriefer. There's paperwork on it. Some of his own homeboys that I spoke to said, man, we don't do is basura. But he paper-trained himself to be like he's still pushing, like he's still a big old badass cholo. Because he called the vatos leyendas, the legends, you know? But come on, man. Let's open our eyes, gente. Let's not get dragged into this nonsense. Because this is all nonsense. The Sur versus the North. That's not what it is about. It's two rappers going against each other. We seen this in hip hop all the time. And the only time that I have seen people killed and get shot over behind have been Tupac and Biggie when they were beefing like that. Because it got out of our hands. So if you really care for Lefty, pull him to the side when he messed up, bro. Give him his up. If not, then just let him crash, because he's going to crash regardless. Now you got this jackass Adam talking so much smacks about the raza, that could this and this. And he didn't even say raza. He said Lefty Gunplay too. So everybody was like, oh, he's respecting the raza, blah, blah, blah. Nah, he was talking about that man. Yeah, he's an asshole. I don't like Adam 22. I don't like him. He just to me, he's just a snake character. And he's just a piece of crap. Him forcing him, well, him having his wife mess with everybody else. Like, that's disgusting. That's just a piece of crap to me. But he didn't disrespect the raza, Dub, so get it right, homie. He said Lefty Gunplay. He was aiming at him. He now wants to say all Latinos or all race, all raza. He said him as a person, as a character. He said the truth. Dude was dude streaked out. With that being said, man, get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys agree with me or disagree with me. Let's have a conversation, man. I hope you guys liked the video. With that being said, like I always tell you guys, man, be kind to one another. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Live for today, not for tomorrow, because tomorrow is never a promise. Let's get it.